เดียวเอง
Top news headlines. COVID-19 vaccine likely in January next, says Harshvardhan. COVID-19 case tally worldwide jumps to 4.25 crore, 11.49 lakh deaths. And Bihar independent candidate shot dead, 2 others die. A very good afternoon and welcome to Times of Manipur News today at 1 p.m. This is MASACO NINGTHOUJAM giving you the latest news updates. As a responsible citizen, it is our duty to minimize the spread of coronavirus as much as possible. Wash your hands frequently with soap for at least 20 seconds. Using an alcohol-based sanitizer also helps keep the virus at bay. Avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth. Avoid stepping out unless absolutely necessary. Always wear a mask before stepping out and even in your own home in the presence of outsiders, as masks have been proven effective in containing the virus. Maintain a social distance of at least 2 meters in public places. And now the news in detail. Health Minister Harshvardhan has expressed hope that COVID-19 vaccine will be made available in the country by January next year. Speaking at a program on DD News, Dr. Vardhan said there are 3 vaccine candidates in India, out of which one is at the advanced stage of clinical trial of phase 3. The other 2 vaccine candidates, which are in clinical trial of phase 2, one has recently entered the 3rd phase trial. Dr. Vardhan also said if the preparations in this regard made so far progress well, then 400 to 500 million doses of COVID vaccine will be available in the country before June and July of next year. Dr. Harshvardhan also appealed to the people to follow COVID-appropriate behavior to check the spread of the virus in view of the coming festive seasons. Asia surpassed 10 million novel coronavirus infections yesterday, the second heaviest regional toll in the world, Reuters reported. After Latin America, Asia accounts for about 1/4 of the global COVID-19 caseload of 42.1 million. With over 1,63,000 deaths, the region accounts for some 14% of the global COVID-19 toll, the report said. It further said that within the region, South Asia led by India is the worst affected, with nearly 21% of the reported global coronavirus cases and 12% of deaths. This contrasts with countries like China and New Zealand that have crushed infections, and Japan, where coronavirus had been stubbornly entrenched but not accelerating. India is the worst hit country in the world after the United States, although infections are slowing in the world's second most populous country, the report said. Reuters said that its tally is based on official reporting by countries. However, the true number of cases and deaths are likely much higher, experts say, given deficiencies in testing and potential underreporting in many countries. Today is the 216th day since India implemented a nationwide lockdown to help curb the coronavirus pandemic. So far, India has recorded 78,14,682 confirmed COVID-19 cases, including 1,17,956 deaths. Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka have reported the highest number of cases. However, infections are rising rapidly in states like Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal. Yet, India's recovery rate continues to rise and now stands at 89.7%. Unlock 5 is underway. A total of 157 patients were recuperated and discharged from various COVID care facilities in the last 24 hours in Manipur. The active cases stand at 4,165, while the recoveries have reached 12,719. The state's recovery rate is 74.72% as of this morning. With 233 new positive cases being reported, Manipur's COVID-19 total tally has increased to 17,022 in the last 24 hours. In the last 24 hours, 6 persons succumbed to the disease at RIMS, Shija Hospital and Janims, taking the death toll to 138 as per the COVID-19 Common Control Room. Narayan Singh, an independent candidate contesting from Shohar Assembly constituency for the 2020 Bihar elections, was shot dead while he was campaigning in Shohar yesterday. One of his 2 associates who were injured during the firing also succumbed to his injuries. According to media reports, 2 bike-borne assailants opened fire at Narayan Singh when he was campaigning in Shohar ahead of the first leg of voting scheduled for October 28th. Narayan Singh died on the spot while his 2 associates suffered bullet injuries. Reports added that both his associates, Santosh Kumar and Abhay Kumar, were admitted to the Sitamarhi Sadar Hospital in Bihar's Sitamarhi, where Santosh Kumar succumbed to his injuries. Abhay Kumar, alias Alok, who is undergoing treatment at Sitamarhi Sadar Hospital, said that around 8 to 10 armed men came while Narayan Singh was campaigning in Shohar and shot at the crowd and at the leader. It has come to light that deceased Narayan Singh's supporter beat one of the 2 armed miscreants who opened fire at him to death. The other accused is in police custody. Now it's time for a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Sina fare. Tan badinate ko. Asengba. Aina pamba. Darkar oiba grocery items singa. Red delivery app sijanaraga order tawbira loire. Chaningba restaurant gi food po erasu overpay tawbudi laardana. Pot khudingmak discount pibaga loinana khudakta inakti yoraisine. Red delivery for you. COVID-19 pandemic ki kallaba safuna school, college, coaching center chingba sing thonglona khrabasu isa gi yumda ningthijana tamba yaraba ahanbagi oina class 12 chemistry subject ki takpi tambibagi lamda sangne experience leiraba oja sonamani na puthopi be application ngasimak Google Play Store da changbiduna download tawbi Sonamani e-classes.
Khudong Chaba Laubiho, Radiant E-Ride Amadi State Bank of India Punna Kusamnaraga, India Government Kimakada, Mudra Yojana Scheme Gi Kuthangda, Tabak Panghoja Vasinda, Senda Lambi Ajoba Mating Oinaba, Sadmiron Fagat Hanaba, Loinana, Loan Gi Khudong Chaba, Pizari, Ahan Bamu Chamada, Akaknaba Matam Karagi Oina, Loan Pizagani, Akupamarol Gidamag, Radiant E-Ride Head Office, Sangai Pro, Ningthem Call, Amasung Branches, Contact number 8257850421.
Around by 2020 the Pangbigadaba items sing groceries, electronic items, electric vehicle, organic vegetables, frozen items, baby care, household items, health and personal care, snacks and beverages, indigenous items, fresh fruits and much more.
Yeah. Fear. Ako makeup thoju ke doroga. Isa gi darkar oiba pot macham gisu dukan amadang chang amadasu phangda matam sumang hakchang su waba se yumda phamna apama pot lairasi kaino aramai 2020 download tawsalo aduga isagi purikhaw sidana khwairamban bazar da lairiba dukan mayam se hapaga jalase pantharanu hojikmak download to.
Now, enjoy 20% extra on Kangla Popcorn, Kangla Milky Balls and Kangla Rings.
Kangla.
Welcome back after the break. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today urged people to buy local products for the festive season as he praised Indians for exercising patience during festivals to keep coronavirus at bay. Addressing the nation in the 70th edition of his Mann Ki Baat program, Prime Minister Modi wished citizens on the occasion of Dussehra. He had sought suggestions from citizens on his social media accounts earlier this month about topics for Mann Ki Baat, a forum where he addresses the country over a range of issues. In his address, Modi took another dig at Congress, saying that if the essence of Mahatma Gandhi's economic philosophy was followed, there would not have been any need for the Atmanirbhar Bharat campaign, as India would have become self-reliant much earlier. A combined team of Khongjom Police Station and Thobal Commando carried out an extensive house-to-house search operation from 4:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. today at Chingtham village. Around 80 houses were searched and 220 persons were verified. One individual named Chingtham Ratan Singh, aged 32 years, son of C.H. Roy Kumar Singh of Chingtham Mayai Lekai, was detained. The police also recovered 10 litres of illicit liquor from his house, according to the report. Imphal West District Police, ahead of the by-elections to 22nd Wangoi Assembly constituency, conducted anti-liquor drive at Iram Sipai Awang Lekai yesterday. The police team, led by Officer-in-Charge Wangoi Police Station, Inspector Lunthang Vaifei, during the drive recovered 20 litres of illicit local liquor from different houses, a police report said today. Thanga Assembly Constituency MLA and PDA Chairman T. Robindro condoled the sad demise of former Thanga Constituency MLA Salam Jayantakumar on October 22nd last. T. Robindro also shared the grief of the bereaved family. Several people, including Sekmai constituency MLA Haikam Dingo from Manipur, have been selected by the Global Corona Warrior Award Committee to confer the COVID-19 National Corona Warrior Award 2020. A press release from Dalit Sahitya Academy Manipur said that the award will be handed over to them at an event to be held in New Delhi in December this year. Besides MLA Dingo, the selected people included doctors, pradhans and volunteers. Langthabal constituency MLA Karam Shyam extended a monetary aid of Rs 50,000 to Khoijam Therajit of Langthabal Kunja Awang Lekai. Therajit is a journalist at Doordarshan Kendra, Imphal. He has been diagnosed with chronic kidney failure. Karam Shyam said that journalism involved sacrifice and also assured of helping Therajit in his medical treatment. The MLA urged people, including Langthabal residents, to extend aid to Therajit.
Langthabal Kendra Laibiba Ibunung Shibiba, Ekoi Praza Miamna, Maruina, Aigi Kutanga, Lakpiraga, Angamba Paisa, Lupayang Kaisa Madawarsu, Dan Dobiona in a press media Kutanga appeal to Jari, Loina Manipurgi, Toto Pada Laibiba, Paumi Bunung Shibiba, Mayamanasu. Aje koi dirajit ki yum da lak na mating pang biraga di mamal yam laba magi punsi je kanbang ngani haibagi thajaba lai.
It's time for another short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Lamjingbo Finance na COVID-19 na thogal liba khudong chadba mayam si uziraga collateral security yautana document changdana yamna komo mongda loan fanganjagani chahida subnatagi chada tarani thoigi interest rate tap business loan against property vehicle loan commercial equipment loan commercial vehicle loan ki khudong chaba pisari han loan lobi ki basing su wana gu makhal gi loan asi lobi ki khudong chaba pisagani akupa morol ki ma contact to below Lamjingbo Finance Nagamapal. Contact number 7085-831-502 Natraga 9862-629-399.
Gitam University Visakhapatnamda BSc Nursing amadi MSc Nursing in NPCC gidamak female amadi male candidate singna admission tawbiba yaragani campus manungda masagi hospital leizaraba medical college ni room amada mahiroi ani khaktamak leiba live facility yauraba amadi yamna hygienic oiraba hostel yauraba campus ni MSc nursing da admission fanglaba mahiroi singda tha khudingi stipend oina rupees 9000 fangani tuition fee structure BSc rupees 40,000 per year food and accommodation rupees 45,000 per year First to fourth year, same fees. MSc Nursing in NPCC fees, rupees 1.5 lakh per year. Food and accommodation, rupees 45,000 per year. Eligibility, BSc, Class 12 pass, Physics, Chemistry, Biology and English, 50% in aggregate. Manipur ki mahiroi singi oina entrance test yaudana, direct admission tawbiba yagani, supnatagi seat 15 khaktani. Akupa marol ki damak contact tawbiro Educare Zone near Bosem Babupara. Contact number 6009062261 natraga 8794026277.
Al Hayat, the best halal restaurant in Manipur. Miyam na pam na chanariba Al Hayat restaurant gi hauraba mathel khudingmak red delivery app ki khuthang da order tobiraktuna yamna laina ahenba charges yaudana isa isa gi yumda thilakna bagi khudong chaba bijari. App si download tawduna app si gi khuthang da ngasimak order tawbiyu. Chana thakna ba polam sing khakta natana imung amada nongmar changdraba yadraba grocery item kaya marum suna fanglaba app ni. Ngasimak download tawbiyu. Red Delivery for you.
Welcome back after the break. The troops of Somsai Battalion, Assam Rifles, under the aegis of Headquarter IGAR South, turned savior for the victims of a road accident in remote village of Poi along Indo-Myanmar border on 23rd October last. At around 3:30 p.m., a Mahindra Bolero camper plying from Poi to Huishu village with approximately 6 residents of Huishu met with an accident near Baptist Church at Poi village. The vehicle toppled due to the bad road condition developed due to incessant rains in the region for the past 2 days. The passengers suffered multiple bruises, wherein 2 men suffered internal injuries as well. A medical team from Poi Post of Assam Rifles rushed to the spot as soon as the locals informed about the incident and provided necessary first aid to the injured. Necessary precautions and protocols were followed during the treatment of the injured passengers, Assam Rifles said. Assam Rifles Moray organized a personal hygiene and social distancing maintenance program at Moray yesterday under the aegis of Headquarters IGAR South. The event was part of a skill development training program at the Multi-Skill Development Center under PMKVY at Moray. This program includes career counseling sessions, skill development training and other awareness programs. The program was an initiative to transform the unemployed youth of border town of Moray into skilled manpower. Pradhan of Ishok Gram Panchayat Ward Number 1, Warepam Deben and Ward Member Yumnam Rashi distributed rations to the residents of Ishok Awang Maning Longjam Laikai under Nambol constituency. Pradhan Warepam Deben urged the people to follow government SOPs to help prevent COVID-19 infection. Ishok Awang Maning Longjam Laikai is currently a coronavirus containment zone. In Loktak Lake, a Pumdi floating island measuring around 20 hectares has been yanked by a strong wind. An official team comprising of DFO Bishnupur, Dr. Rebecca Soibam Chanu, RO Bishnupur, Sukham Ratan, and volunteers of Tobul Youth Development Association, Indian Bird Conservation Network, Coast Guard Thenungai, and Wildlife Explorer inspected the site at Ningthoujam Kha Leirak Mamang Lekai under Bishnupur District. The team used drone camera to detect wild animals. ROS Ratan said that the Phumdi might have been jerked away from Mayang Imphal Kongang Karak. DFO Dr. Rebecca Soibam Chanu believed that there might be wildlife inside the Phumdi. Rebecca urged the people and the concerned department not to clean the area in order to avoid disturbance to the wildlife.
yaba akoina singnaba yaba sa kharadi soina leigani haibase akoina singnaba faujabadagi masibu akoi search operation chathajai ado kaigumba masira sa nung leiramba tar leiramgani na akoi thajaba leiribse masi prajana madugi sa kare tar ngapi sembibagi thabukto hen senghan bi akoi department side ju hen tigan saki.
Durga Puja is being celebrated with fervor in Ziribam district by following strict COVID-19 SOP. Around 41 Durga Puja pandals have been set up in different parts of the district. Manipur Food Industries Corporation Limited Chairman and member of BJP Manipur Pradesh State Executive Committee K. Sarat visited these pandals where he offered prayers to Goddess Durga. He also donated money to the festival organizers. K. Sarat said that he sought blessings from Durga for the prosperity of the people of the state and the government as well. With the detection of 258 new COVID-19 cases in the state, the overall tally in Assam rose to 2,03,967, informed State Health Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma in a tweet. Among the new cases, 66 were reported from Kamrup Metro, the minister's tweet further added. Sarma in the tweet further informed that a total of 2,948 patients were discharged in the state yesterday, taking the recovery rate to 89.61%. Earlier, 2 persons succumbed to the COVID-19, taking the state's overall death tally to 902. It's time for another short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Kezabatana nupi oibi singi leitingni. Khwaidigi hena thawaina tajana kezaba numitti luhongba numitni. Punsida amuktang thokpa luhongba numitta thawaina hek tajaba mohongda kenaba amadi numit asida thonaba tongan ba pologi design kaya fangbiragani. Akupa morolgi dama contact tawirau. Khoisnam Priyananda, Lairenjam Awang Lekai near Mekola. Contact number 6909610936.
Nang na medical ta masat pado Asia gina nang natahang malaini. General Nursing and Midwifery GNM 3 years course. 12 pass in arts or science stream and confused to become a part of one of the most respectable professional career of all time. 12 pass and above duration 3 years 6 months. BSc in Medical Radiology and Imaging Technology DMRI.
Ultrasound, MRI, CT scan, X-ray.
BSc in Medical Laboratory Technology.
BSc in Operation Theatre Technology.
Siri Gaurachandraya Nama. Youth Affairs and Sports Department Director Oina Thau Pubiramba Dr. Konsam Siam Sundar IAS na mahaki nusizaraba imong manung sagay natay marup mapang khwai pumnamak puthadoklamlaga hawkhiba tang 13 English ni kun yumsakay sa numita Brindaban Prapti oikhre lakliba tang 18 da asi sanchoy lokhatcharaga tang 16 ta chira usop den thoklei Upalakhya asada Brahman Vaishnava Ahlaman amadi marup mapang khwai pumnamakna matam chana lengbirakuna harinam shravan tawbiranaba patrana nimantra kachari seba phangzariba Konsam Kumar Singh mapa Konsam Ongbi Jandavi Devi mama Konsam Ongbi Dr. Ranjita Achom Sradamini Konsam Ongbi Gita Devi Mataima Konsam Angelina Devi Machanupi Konsam Sarafina Devi Machanupi, Roxy Rose Konsam Machanupi, Konsam Premananda Singh Mayamba, Konsam Arian Singh Machanupa, Robin Red Konsam Machanupa, Thauram Pareng, Ayupung Nipan Makai Bekatpa, Nungthil Pungahum Sankritan Loiba, Wangkai Yonglan Leirat.
Welcome back after the break. Arunachal Pradesh has reported 66 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours, taking the state's tally to 14,211. This has been confirmed by the Arunachal Pradesh Health Department. According to the latest COVID-19 bulletin released by the State Health Department on its Twitter handle, the new cases have been detected in 13 districts. While 25 of the patients are symptomatic, the others are asymptomatic. Meanwhile, 168 other patients have been discharged in 17 districts after their recovery. With these recoveries, a total of 11,781 patients have recovered from the disease in Arunachal Pradesh so far. The recovery rate is 82.90%. Meghalaya police have appealed to the citizens of the state to maintain a communal community and refrain from making unsavory comments. A media report said Meghalaya police also requested the citizens and netizens to refrain from making any kind of unsavory comments. It also urged the people to avert enactment of any forms of social disturbance on the basis of community lines, vice versa, so as to enable the state of Meghalaya to retain the name as a pristine state for social harmony and set its records in the annals of history. Nearly 56 hours after a fire broke out at the city centre mall in Mumbai, it was doused by fire personnel early this morning, an official said. The media report said this is probably one of the longest firefighting operations in the city in recent times. Earlier this month, a blaze at a cutlery market in South Mumbai took almost 45 hours to be extinguished. The fire at the city centre mall in Mumbai central area broke out on the second floor of the basement plus 3-story structure on October 22nd last. 5 fire brigade personnel, including a deputy fire officer, received injuries during the firefighting operation, but all of them are stable and discharged from hospitals, an official said. Over 3,500 people from an adjacent residential high-rise were evacuated as a precautionary measure, added the report. 7 mainstream parties of Jammu and Kashmir yesterday gave formal shape to their recently cobbled alliance for the restoration of Article 370, electing National Conference's Farooq Abdullah as its chairman and PDP chief Mehbooba Mufti as vice chairperson, and asserted that theirs was not an anti-national grouping. A media report said veteran CPM leader M.Y. Tarigami was elected the convener, while Lok Sabha member from South Kashmir Hasnain Masoodi will be the coordinator of the conglomerate known as People's Alliance for Gupkar Declaration, PAGD. Farooq Abdullah alleged that the BJP has tried to break the federal structure through acts like the abrogation of Article 370 and dividing Jammu and Kashmir into 2 union territories. And now let's have a look at the local newspaper headlines.
Manipur Mail. COVID cases reached 17,022. 6 die. Henry Lass Foundation Stone of Water Project. Drive against poppy plantation. Imphal Free Phrase the Sunday. Massive landslide cut off Imphal Dimapur Road at Kongnam Thana. All major rivers continue to flow above warning level. The People's Chronicle. 245 new cases. That tally first 17,000 as virus climbs 6. In this COVID tally crosses 78L marks. Senapati landslide cuts up man supply route to state. Disanga Express. Positive cases cross 17,000 mark with 245 new cases. COVID-19 toll jumps by 6 for second time to attack, total to 138. Over 53,000 new cases in a day as India's COVID tally passes 78 lakh mark.
And now, before we wrap up, the top news headlines once again. COVID-19 vaccine likely in January next, says Harshvardhan. COVID-19 case tally worldwide jumps to 4.25 crore, 11.49 lakh deaths. And Bihar independent candidate shot dead, 2 others die. That's all for the news today at 1 p.m. Thank you for watching.